Welcome back, beautiful souls. And today's pick a card reading is all about messages from beyond the grave, words from spirit, deceased loved ones, and source itself. Created 3 piles for you, and each one has not only the cards, but a rune on top, and the rune carries its own sacred energy, adding an extra layer of meaning to the messages you will receive. So take a deep breath, center yourself, and allow your intuition to guide you. Notice which pile calls to you, whether it's the rune, the cards, or simply the energy that pulls at your heart. Trust that spirit will guide you to the right messages today. And this is pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. And I'll see you at your chosen pile. Welcome, pile number 1. I have your cards out here now. And I'm first going to start off with the rune. Your rune is Fehu. This is coming up in the reversed position. This rune is about you're having your fulfillments. You're satisfied in life. You have very high ambition and getting rewards. It can represent good luck and abundance and financial success coming towards you in the near future. But you're having it in reverse. So these financial successes could be delayed. You could be having social successes being delayed. Or you could be having some material struggles, some financial struggles. You could be having some loss of your personal possessions as well, or your income. But I feel like it's only delayed. I don't feel like you're going to be stuck in this for an enormous amount of time. So keep having hope that prosperity and wealth and fortune is on your way. So the first card that you got here is I died confused, not cruel. So the spirit that you're connected to was misunderstood. They know it didn't make sense the way that they left, the things that they said or didn't say, the actions that still echo. Maybe they hurt you before they went. Maybe they seemed distant or angry or selfish or even reckless. They weren't trying to be cruel. They weren't trying to hurt you. But they were lost in a fog of confusion. And confusion is a kind of drowning. And they couldn't find the shore in time. Pain made their vision blur. The illness of the mind, body, and soul clouded them. What you saw as coldness may have been them trying to protect you from what they couldn't face. But now that they're deceased and the fog has lifted, they can see now what you felt. And they want to tell you that they're so sorry, that to please don't carry their confusion like a stone in your chest. Let it be a clearing. They didn't mean to leave without questions unanswered. They didn't mean to break your heart. And if they could have stayed, they would have chosen peace with you always. If you want, you could choose to write a letter expressing everything that you wished that they had said with clarity, and then burn it safely as a release. That will help you release some of the emotions that you're going through. And your second card was, I still play when you remember. The music lives in you, spirit through song. So you guys probably had a lot of music that you used to play, perhaps together. I feel like the spirit here was very musical. They made their own music, they played their own music, and now they want you to remember that the music literally lives in you. And so they live inside you, in the music, and to play what songs that they used to love to hear, to be connected to them. And light a candle on the anniversary of my death, remembrance. The deceased person that's connected to you really wants you to celebrate their death instead of mourning their death on the anniversary. And just, even if you want to just light a simple candle on the anniversary of their death, is something to bring you guys closer. They feel the flame, they're connected to the flame, and they can come and converse with you through the music on the anniversary of their death. And the next card you got is self-sabotage. When you learn to let go, when you learn to get out of your own way, there will be no stopping you. Most of the time, it's not others who prevent you from achieving your true goals. It's that inner voice that details those carefully woven plans. So Spirit is telling me that you are going through something and you are self-sabotaging your life, and that could have go exactly with the rune here, Fehu. And that there's something that you're doing that you're not being as accomplished as you would like to be. Maybe you get to the point where you don't finish things and you stop things just before abundance come, if that makes sense. And Spirit doesn't want you to self-sabotage yourself anymore. And your next card, my death was painless. Please don't worry or hold on to guilt. So if you are thinking that his death was painful, it was not. He went painlessly. He doesn't want you to hold on to the guilt. He feels that you're feeling guilty of the way that he left, confused. They don't want you to hold on to that guilt because that only brings you down spiritually and puts you in a negative state. And they want you to be happy. There you go. I feel healthy and happy. He's not in any pain. He's not hurting in any way, shape, or form. He is completely and totally happy with his life decision that he has made. And the next card, my mind is free. So he was confused, right? And now that he's deceased, his mind is free. And he doesn't want you to worry about anything that may have happened in the past. Like if you think that he left confused and that he was unhappy before he left, he do truly want you to know that on the other side, he's feeling healthy, he's feeling happy, and he wants you to do the same. He wants you to be healthy and happy, and know that his death was pain-free, and know that he is still with you when you play his music. And in order for you to let that guilt go, he wants you to still play his music, if that makes sense. And you got automatic writing. So like I just said in that letter, you could write him a letter. You could literally practice automatic writing. And that's how you can communicate with him and honor. He wants you to honor him on his anniversary, on his birthday, on just special occasions that were important to you guys. Suffocation. That could have been a way that he has passed. That could have been the way that he was feeling before he died. He was suffocated by life, suffocated by what was happening, and he felt like he had no other choice but to do what he did in order to be free, to free his mind. So in summary for this reading, it really speaks of confusion and unfinished emotions at the time of your deceased loved one's passing. Sense of I die confused, not cruel, and the reminder that what happened was not meant as punishment or abandonment. Your deceased loved one saying that the pain and suffocation are over now, and their mind is free, and they feel healthy, and they feel happy. In this, there's a deep theme of release. Release from guilt, release from self-sabotage, release from holding on to the moment of loss as if it defines the whole story, which it does not. But at the same time, there's a continuing presence, like the music, ritual, and remembrance are highlighted. And your deceased loved one asks you to keep honoring them whether that's lighting a candle on anniversaries or creating a playlist of songs that keep their memory alive, literally playing their songs if you're musical. And the rune and the cards together show that legacy doesn't end with death. Their love, their music, and their essence live on in you. And for closing, this message is one of honor and legacy. Don't dwell on confusion or pain, but remember the joy, the music, the love that carries forward. And I think that's it that I have for you, pile number 1. If this resonated, please let me know in the comments. And until next time, take care. Pile number 2, we're going to start off with your rune. And your rune is Wanjo, which means joy. So for you, pile number 2, you're having an absence of suffering and sorrow and misery. So you are healing. You are secure. You're safe. And you are now celebrating a sense of belonging. You're having spiritual rewards. New energy, which may have been blocked before. So you are really in comfort right now and belonging and wanting to pick up with community and your festivities. Like, you truly are in the healing state of your grieving journey. So pile 2, for your first card, you got I broke the promise, not you. This is feeling guilty, taking accountability, having a soul contract, forgiveness, having unfinished business. Your deceased loved one is speaking with remorse and clarity. You may have carried the burden of a broken vow, perhaps words spoken near the end, a commitment that was never fulfilled, or something sacred that was left undone. But from beyond the veil, this flame confessed. It was them who let go, it was they who left, and they who couldn't keep the promise that was made. Had nothing to do with you. Whether it was a pact forever, a vow to survive, or even something as simple as, I'll see you soon, I'll see you later, but they never came back. Their soul is taking responsibility, not to shame themselves, but to lift the weight off of you. You may be experiencing survivor's guilt, or during moments when you relive what could have been. It is a spiritual hand extended in love saying, please let yourself off the hook. But I believe that you are letting yourself off the hook, because if you haven't with the rune, if you haven't already given yourself the leeway to heal, now is the time to do it, and you are strong enough to be able to do it. Oh, what did I just say? You are stronger than you know, sacred strength. So your deceased loved one wants you to know that you are really, truly stronger than you know. You can get through anything, truly. You can get through their passing. You are going through their passing. They want you to adopt a pet I would have loved. So I feel like pets were a very good, very big piece of your life. And they want you to explore getting a pet for companionship now that they're gone. The next message here is about strength. Your deceased loved one is saying that you are stronger than you know. Even in the moments where you feel broken, they see how much you carry. What you've survived has forged something sacred in you. And they're reminding you of the resilience that still lives in your heart. And adopt a pet. Adopt a pet I would have loved, companionship. This could literally be saying, like, adopt a pet for companionship, for loyalty, and for unconditional love. They don't want you to walk through this life alone. They really don't. They want your heart to be surrounded, your life to be filled again, because their love doesn't end, it transforms. And the next card I have for you is nature. This is a time to absorb the healing properties that nature has to offer. Your mind, body, and soul need nourishment, energy, revitalization, and strength. Nature has much to offer. So take this time to connect and spend some quality time outdoors. Perhaps with your new companion, with your new pet companion, maybe a puppy dog or something. It'll get you more out into nature, help you with your healing journey that you are already on. It is beautiful where I am, and look at that nature scene. They are in a spectacular place on the other side, filled with nature. Just like they are filled with nature, they want you to be filled with nature. And I am so much better now. He's in a better place than when he was here. Whatever mental anguishes and stuff that he was going through, he's cured now. He likes it where he is. Look for him in the rainbows, look for him in the nature, look for him in the ponds. And I see all of your thoughts, so he knows what you're thinking. Your deceased loved one, they know everything. They know if you're good, they know if you're bad, they know what kind of energy that you're putting out into the world. So they can see your thoughts, but you can also speak to him through your thoughts, through telepathy. As a side note, we have demon. So he was going through some demons in his life, some addictions. There could be drugs, alcohol, and whatnot, but I feel like that's why he was struggling in life, and why he says he broke the promise, not you, because he was really struggling with demons in his mind. Not necessarily demons, but like negative thoughts, negative this, just having a negative outlook on life, and he probably couldn't just take it anymore. I'm not even sure if we can show that. But yeah, that could have happened. Yeah, I'm going to have to filter that out, but you've seen that for a moment. You know what that said. So if that resonates with you, you'll know. And the moon. So this is talking about, could be nighttime when it happened. Could be nighttime under a full moon when that happened. It's talking also about your intuition and your dreams and your fears of what happened. So in summary, I feel like that you are already on your healing journey with their passing. You know what happened, and you're stronger than you know. You are really truly getting on with your life, whatever way you know how. And if you haven't already adopted a pet that they would have loved, do so. I'm going to leave it there for now. If you got something out of this reading, please let me know. And until next time, take care. So pile number 3, the rune that you got was mana. That is equivalent to the human race, the man, the woman. This is telling me that you are very in touch with humankind and humanity. You have very strong relationships towards others, having social order and cooperation, and you have very high sense of morals and values in your life. This suggests for you to be willing to change, be modest, but having a correct relationship towards yourself is required. You live a non-ordinary life. You be in the world and not of it. And let's get into your cards. Your first card here is you never even said goodbye. Vanished. Poof, they're gone. This your deceased loved one, I'm sensing was a sudden death. They didn't get to say goodbye. They probably left one day. You were expecting them to come home, but they didn't. So now you're in this grievance stage in which you just needed a goodbye. You wanted the goodbye. Couldn't, fathom what happened. So basically, this card is like you were ghosted by death. This card is the scream of those who are left holding silence. You were left holding silence. The grief of the door never opening again. The message that never came. The goodbye that echoed only in your chest wasn't real. This card is also telling me that You have rage in your soul. You needed something, anything. You got nothing. They vanished, didn't say goodbye, and now you're left talking to ghosts who never spoke back. The silence remains, but now you get to speak your side. What you can do, you can say to yourself, I say what was never said. I release the silence. Your next card is, you're not crazy. You really did hear me. This is spirit validation. You are connected. Maybe you can't get the chance to say goodbye. You've been having experiences in which they have been trying to contact you. So don't ever think you're crazy for talking to the air, to a ghost that's not there, because truly they are, and they want to contact you. They are contacting you. So you can say out loud, you never said goodbye, but I need to, so I will. And then speak your own farewell, even if they never gave you one. It's going to be very helpful for you. You are allowed to keep living, I insist. He's giving you permission. Your life doesn't stop. Life goes on. He wants you to keep living. Do the things that you love. He doesn't want you in pain. He doesn't want you to lose out on life just because they are gone. Live your life the way that you've always wanted to, whatever way that is. And remember me by the happy memories we created. He doesn't want you to think of the no goodbyes, the way he left. The happy memories, that's where he lives right now, in your dream state, in your memories, in your soul. And as a soul, I can be in several places at once. So he's here, there, and everywhere. It is true. They can be at several places at once. So many people that have attachments to him can reach him at the same time. In the afterlife, it's different. I'm not dead. Not in the afterlife. He's living his best life in the afterlife, just as he wants you to live yours. A mother's love is coming through. So your mother is coming through in heaven. A mother's love is reaching out to you at this time and holding you close. She knows how much you miss her and wants to remind you that this special bond of love can never, ever be broken. So it could be your mother coming through as well. It has passed. She truly loves you. And dream. So he wants you to finish your dreams, live your dream. He wants you to contact him in the dream state. That's a very easy way for you to contact him. And we have closet. There could be something important in the closet. And secret. So you could be keeping a secret belong to him. You could be secretly in the closet, if you get my drift. Secretly in the closet, and you can come out of the closet. Or literally, there could be something in the closet, like physically in the closet for you. And the letters are D and G. I'm going to leave it there for now. If you got something out of this, please let me know in the comments section. And until next time, take care.